Some files were never meant to be opened. This is the story of Platoon 402, the 12 men the jungle forgot. It began on a Tuesday. They landed at a remote strip deep in the heart of the unnamed wilderness. No one knew they were there. Their mission was simple: find the source of a mysterious signal. But the signals in this place don't come from machines. The moment they crossed the perimeter, the birds stopped singing. It was as if the forest was holding its breath, waiting. The heat was a physical weight. Every mile felt like 10, and every shadow felt like a pair of eyes watching from the dark. Then came the scent, sweet, cloying jasmine. It didn't belong in this rot, yet it was everywhere, calling to them. They found signs of those who came before: rusted metal, broken glass, and a silence that felt heavy. The laws of physics were starting to fray. North was no longer an option. There was only deeper into the void. When night fell, it brought the pile, the sound of silver anklets dancing just out of sight in the undergrowth. "Corporal," a voice called from the dark. It sounded like his sister, but his sister had been dead for a decade. And just like that, the first man was gone. No struggle, just an absence where a life used to be. The jungle had fed. The trail didn't lead into the woods. It led into the wood itself. The trees were feeding on their very essence. Order was the first thing to die. Fear is a virus, and in this jungle, it spreads faster than the vines themselves. The fog wasn't weather. It was a wall. It separated them, isolating each man in his own private, terrifying hell. The jungle shows you your end before it takes you. It's not a predator. It's a collector of lost souls. Number 3 didn't even have time to blink. The air just claimed him. He was there, and then he was air. The radio spoke again. It wasn't static anymore. It was an invitation to a ceremony no human should attend. Above them, the leaves rustled with a heavy weight. Something was nesting there, waiting for its next turn. The map was no longer a guide. It was a menu, and they were the main course on a very old table. The water took the 5th. It didn't even ripple. The jungle hates a noise it didn't make itself. The pile sound grew louder. It wasn't just one person now. It was a chorus of the damned, singing for them. The forest was literally building itself out of their bones. The trees were getting taller, stronger, hungrier. Ash fell like snow, burying their hope. The air became too thick to breathe, tasted like old graves. She appeared in the red of a bride, but her touch was the cold of the grave. The wedding was starting. 5 left, barely men anymore, just echoes of the soldiers they used to be. The night was far from over. The earth was done waiting. It opened its mouth and took what was owed. One by one, they fell. The vines were his noose. He didn't even have time to pray. The jungle doesn't listen to prayers. The shadows were no longer absence of light. They were physical, hungry things with a taste for blood. The 11th man's skin starts to turn into bark. He is becoming part of the forest while still alive, eyes wide. "I am the last, Captain Miller of Platoon 402. I am still here. I am still real. I think we were heroes then. We thought the world was ours to conquer. We were wrong. The world owns us. The earth is breathing. And every breath it takes, it grows stronger on our blood. It's alive. They are calling me. My men. They are not gone. They are just different now. Part of the green. Death has never smelled so sweet. It's a perfume for the forgotten. A funeral without a grave. Just 5 minutes. That's all I need. But 5 minutes is an eternity when the trees are hungry. It's watching. It's been watching since the airfield. It was always going to end like this. Alone. The music is ending, the bride is ready, and I am her final guest, the only one left. Darkness. It's not the absence of light. It's the presence of something else, something older. There they are, all of them, waiting for me to join the choir. Their mouths are open. The jungle has spoken. The story of Platoon 402 ends here, for now. The cycle continues. In the morning the sun will rise, the jasmine will smell sweet, and the jungle will be hungry again. If you hear the silver chime, don't look back. Just run, if you can. This was only the beginning. The jungle has many more secrets to share. Coming soon, Part 2, The Root of Evil. Stay in the light, if you can. The descent was over. Now, the surviving few would discover what lay at the heart of the hunger. Captain Miller was no longer leading a platoon. He was leading a funeral procession of one. The ground was alive. It wasn't soil anymore. It was a network of nerves, and every step Miller took was felt. The jungle began to play with his mind. It showed him home, but a home that had been corrupted by the rot. He was being hunted, not for food, but for sport. The jungle was playing with its final course. The smell of jasmine became a physical wall. It led him to the mouth of the beast. It was waiting. He was inside it now. The source. The root of every vanishing that had ever occurred in these woods. They were all here, decades of soldiers, from a dozen different wars, all claimed, all forgotten. The silver chime wasn't a warning. It was the jungle's heartbeat, a song of eternal hunger. If he could stop the sound, maybe he could stop the killing. But you can't kill a melody made of blood. The defense mechanism was triggered. The jungle doesn't like intruders in its inner sanctum. It fights back. They weren't dead. They were becoming. Every cell, every memory was being converted into wood and leaf. Help me, the bark seemed to whisper. But there was no help. Only the slow, agonizing merger. He fought with the strength of a dying man. But how do you kill a forest that has 1,000,000 hands? If he was going to die, he would take the hunger with him. The forest began to scream, a sound like grinding bone. The collective consciousness of the jungle was in agony. Miller had struck the only nerve that mattered. For a moment there was a path, a chance to reach the airfield, a chance to tell the truth, to escape. But the jungle's hunger is resilient. It doesn't just eat, it repairs. The trap was reset, louder. The panic was gone. Now there was only the sweet, cloying perfume and the soft chime of the pile. It started with his hands, then his feet. He was becoming the very thing he feared, a guardian of the secret. Welcome home, Captain. The platoon is finally whole again. 12 men, 12 branches. Forever. By dawn, the world had reset. The records were redacted. The signal was declared a ghost in the machine. But history has a way of repeating itself. There will always be another signal, another mission, another meal, and the jasmine will always be there, waiting to lead you to the wedding. The bride is waiting. If you hear the silver chime, it's already too late. Don't look back, just listen. The roots go deep, deeper than any map, deeper than any grave. They hold the world together. We are not the first. We will not be the last. The collection must grow. The hunger must be fed. Can you feel it? The pulse. It's the rhythm of the earth digesting its children. It never stops. The sky is a memory. The sun is a myth. Here, there is only the green and the dark and the weight. Even the metal surrenders. Even the silver turns to green. Everything returns to the root eventually. We were loud once. We laughed. We shouted. Now, we are just the wind in the leaves. A whisper. Names fade. Ranks dissolve. In the end, we are all just compost for the next generation of flowers. The flowers see, the roots hear, and the vines remember every drop of blood that falls. There is no edge, there is no outside. The world is just a clearing in the forest that hasn't been taken yet. He thinks he is lost. He doesn't know he has been found. The invitation has already been sent. The frequency is open. The song is playing. Are you listening? Can you hear the chime? Don't move. Don't breathe. It sees movement. It smells fear. It tastes life. When the birds leave, you should too. But it's already too late. The doors are locked. The white wall is back. It's the curtain rising on the second act, or the millionth. Who knows? Another name for the list, another face for the bark. The gallery is never full. The forest grows stronger. It reaches further. One day, it will cover everything, even you. You think you are safe in your cities? Look down. The roots are already there, waiting for the rain. A flower in the concrete. A gift? No, a marker. A scout. The advance guard. She hears it. The music. It's beautiful, isn't it? It calls to the wild inside us all. I tried to warn you. We all did. But you only hear what you want to hear. The music. The lights are dying. The shadows are stretching. The jungle is here, in the room, with you. It doesn't need a forest. It only needs a seed. And fear. It grows on fear. Nature always wins. It is patient. It is cruel. And it is hungry. So very hungry. The age of man is over. The age of the root has returned. Welcome to the jungle. Sleep now. The bed is made. The flowers are fresh. The bride is waiting for her groom. Can you hear it? It's the last sound you will ever hear. The sound of coming home. Don't touch the screen. It's not glass. It's a window. And it's open. You are the next. You are the signal. You are the meal. Run. Run now. Too late. It's already behind you. Don't turn around. Just close your eyes. Silence. The Vanishing Platoon, a warning, a legend, a truth, dedicated to the lost. May they find peace in the green. Do not seek this place. It does not exist on maps. It only exists in nightmares. The story is over. The hunger remains. Good night. Whisper, I see you.